What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve from Printer Gang Investments, back with another video. And the topic of this video is don't worry about the haters. They don't do no research. They don't understand research. So I'm making this video because a lot of things, are starting to pan out in this AI trade, in this market trade. Palantir's up. A lot of things are happening on the real AI front. It's a lot of new AI tools I gotta let y'all know about. And a lot of things that were being said several years ago are coming to fruition. And the whole time, a lot of haters, a lot of bears were doing a lot of this, but they weren't doing the research. DeepSeek was a profound moment for the stock market last week. That made me even more bullish on Palantir as a whole, because if you've been investing in Palantir as long as I've been investing in Palantir, I've been researching it since 2020. I've been in it a really long time. I started my current position at like $8. If you've been researching it heavy that long, you would hear Alex Karp saying, even before AI came out, we make products that people don't realize they need yet. Then AI comes out, then AIP comes out. Then Alex Karp spends the next several years telling people the large language model doesn't matter. It's about what you could do with it. It's about stopping the hallucinations. I know a lot of people use large language models these days, and y'all see the hallucinations. Y'all see it don't get everything right. You can't do that at a business level. That's what Alex Karp was letting them know. So when the DeepSeek thing pans out and stocks crash, because a model comes out possibly cheaper than expected, because it's not. In fact, it's China, but possibly cheaper than expected. Everybody freaks out. Nvidia sells off. Everybody questions the valuation of ChatGPT. Alex Karp them sitting on the sidelines like, I told y'all large language model doesn't matter. The companies that are most likely to start benefiting from this AI gold rush at this point, and I'm not saying the other companies won't still benefit, because I still believe Nvidia is a big player. I still believe the chip trade is alive and well, but I don't necessarily think that's going to be the trade of the year. Where I think the money is going to start switching is to software companies that did not spend crazy amounts of CapEx on chips. Because now that AI is out, people are starting to use it. I'm using it every day. ChatGPT just came out with a feature that's done forced me to keep the $200 a month ChatGPT, y'all. I'm crying. I had bought the $200 a month ChatGPT, to test it out, test out the operator. Next thing you know, they come with the use cases and they come with the deep research, and I'm gonna tell y'all about that in a second, man. So now I gotta keep the $200 a month ChatGPT. I'm spending $20 a month on Perplexity now. I might even buy Claude at some point. I'm learning how to code without coding. Like, in the past about 13, 14 days since I've been talking about it, I learned a lot about AI. I'm actually about to start building AI agents probably over the next month or so, 6 weeks tops, 2-3 weeks on the low end type situation. And that's because not only is AI revolutionary, I was telling people you've never learned things in the AI era. Like, learning about AI was actually my first time learning something during the AI era. The last time I learned something new would probably be when I learned ICT. And ChatGPT was out, but it wasn't sophisticated. So I learned that the good old-fashioned way, or the modern old-fashioned way. YouTube video, notes, back testing, strategizing, demo trading, like everything. So that was cool, and I don't regret none of that. But I noticed when I started learning AI, I was just getting the knowledge way faster. I'm getting the knowledge way faster because I'm using AI to get the knowledge. It, as my boy Jay Main say, it hit different when you ask ChatGPT, why is this? Why is that? What is this? What is that? You just start, So I was seeing it from a stock point of view a few years ago, and now at this point, I'm in with it, using it in real life. Anyone who say AI is a gimmick, at this point, y'all ain't using it. Like, there's no way I would go back to researching stocks the way I was just researching stocks when I started this channel. That's how fast AI moving. The same way I researched Palantir to call it at $8, I don't even got to do that no more. I'm still that same type of person, but they're giving us so many tools to improve what we got going on, which brings me into this ChatGPT deep research. They just announced this a day ago. So now on a $200 a month ChatGPT, you can have your large language model think for between 5 and 30 minutes. Due to that, your large language model can give you a way better answer. So now all of a sudden, I can get institutional grade research reports on whatever I ask it. And you know what we asking it, y'all? Why is Oklo going up? Why is GEO not going up? Psh, come on, man. You know, I used to do that kind of research myself, and I still do. But this makes my research even better. Like, they'll tell you things you weren't even asking for. It's like extremely detailed. It gives you an eye into the kind of research Wall Street's getting, and they're giving that to users of ChatGPT. I heard them saying this new ChatGPT deep research could do 1% of all, what they say, financially valuable tasks. And people thinking that's small, but it's like trillions of dollars. So it's like, don't worry about the haters. They're not doing the research on this stuff. That's why they keep getting it wrong. Everybody's surprised Palantir went up crazy on earnings. I'm grateful Palantir went up crazy on earnings because they had that SARS expense. Don't get it twisted. But if it wasn't for the SARS expense, I felt like they was going to beat earnings anyway because I was researching. So my plan personally was, I'm thinking, okay, they got to pay this $100 million. They might miss EPS. I think the EPS was 11 cent expectation. Some analysts lowered it to 3 cents because they understood the SARS was coming, but I wasn't going for that over here at Printing Gang Investments. I'm like, a lot of analysts don't like Palantir, just like a lot of my favorite haters don't like me. But when they come out and they do 14 cents EPS anyway, which means they beat the SARS expense and beat EPS anyway, that's just another level. That means the company's growing on another level. That's showing that a lot of things they've been saying over the years are true. We got Palantir growing at like 36% revenue growth right now. Like, they might be getting to 40% by the end of the year. If we really start mooning, we could get to 50% by the end of the year. And it's surprising people who don't understand what's going on. It's surprising people who only looked at the PE ratio. But if you looked at this business, if you looked at the story of the business, you would see people need what these guys are selling. Like, I use ChatGPT every day. I use Perplexity every day, but I got to fact check ChatGPT and Perplexity because it can hallucinate. It can get things wrong. You see what I'm saying? At a business level, if AI is trying to control your supply chain, we can't have no hallucinations on the entire supply chain. So you got to pay my boy Alex Karp 10 million, 50 million. Because that's the only way the large language model doesn't hallucinate, is if it's ontologized, aka Foundry, aka Palantir and AIP. And anyone who did research would know that. Like I said, I've been doing heavy research on AI, and now I'm about to start trying to build AI agents and sell them to small businesses in my local area. I suggest a lot of y'all do the same. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to say is, a lot of the haters, they're not learning anything new every day. They're stuck in their ways. They're stubborn, and they think the world works one way, but it worked the other way. If you ever watched The Wire, Marlo told that dude at the gas station, you think it's one way, but it's the other way. So, you know, you got to let people do what they do, and you got to keep learning. You got to keep growing knowledge-wise. Like, while people hate on me, while people talk crazy about me, I'm learning about AI. I'm learning how to code. I'm researching more stocks. I'm learning how to build agents. What were you doing all day? You weren't doing nothing but this. Same thing when I was giving my point about the big meat situation, about the pro-blacks that don't do nothing but talk about, oh, we got black people that sell drugs and promote 304 culture, and we got people that are tearing up the community. Go do something, bro. Go do something. Go build an agent. Go show your community how to build some agents, dog. Go buy some Palantir, dog. Go figure out what an ontology is, my dog. That's why the youth not listening, because people are smart, but people ain't smart at nothing. They could get no money, and no one wants to listen until you right. And when you right, they'll shut up. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of y'all seen my favorite hater in my comments talking crazy. Now, Palantir done beat earnings, growing at never before seen rates. Rule of 40 is 80. This dude don't even know what a rule of 40 is. And I bet you he's not going to respond now. He's going to get real silent. He's not going to show what really happened out here. And it's very misleading, and that's what people don't understand. People just listen to a bunch of people who don't do no research and run their mouths. But they too busy to listen to the people who write. A lot of people say, oh, Steve, you talk like this. You talk like this. I wouldn't listen to you. I wouldn't, if my financial advisor looked like, well, I'm right and he wrong. So fuck you. And that's what they don't understand. It don't matter what you look like. It matter about who do the most research. Are you paying $220 a month on research tools, dog? Were you doing hours of research before these research tools drop? That's what I don't think you understand. That's what I don't think you understand. So I would advise everybody who's hating on anybody for any reason to go learn something, you feel me? Because we got a lot of new skills out here, a lot of new things going on, a lot of opportunities to make a lot of money. And if you're down to sit back, be open-minded and learn, you can get some serious money out here. Whether that's in the stock market, whether that's starting a business, whether that's getting a job. This AI is changing the game. I was just watching a story about a 16-year-old kid. He was starting to learn how to computer program earlier, but once AI dropped, he got heavy with getting AI certifications. Now, at 16 years old, he's gotten so many AI certifications online, like paying for little Udemy courses, taking his Google cert, taking his Microsoft cert. Now, the kid has dropped out of high school and he's about to be an AI machine learning engineer getting paid God knows what. You see what I'm saying? I'm watching people build no-code agents making tens of thousands of dollars a month right now. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about what you learn. It's not about how you talk. It's not about what you look like. It's not about how you dress. It's not about where you work. It's about what you learn. If you can learn things, you can make money. And that's just the topic of this video, man. It's your boy Steve from Printing Gang Investments. I'm out. I'm going to see y'all soon. We're going to keep talking about these markets. We're going to keep learning these AI tools. We're going to keep trying to get this money. And yeah, that's what it is.